Hey, Andy? I think I've told you about this enough times, so I don't understand why you're still having such a hard time remembering what I asked you to do. When you use up all the toilet paper, put in a new one. When you have dishes that you just ate food out of, make sure to wash it right away so the dishes don't pile up. Do I ask you to learn pottery and make new plates from scratch? Or do I ask you to go to a factory and ask you to make new toilet paper? Is it that hard to look under the sink inside of the cabinet that's right under the toilet that's beside you to take a new roll of toilet paper out? Is it really that hard to just clean 2 to 3 plates with a sponge and some dish soap right after you ate?
Oh, I'm sorry about that. I forgot about it. But babe, I'm really tired right now. Can I sleep for just a little longer?
Not only that, you refuse to get a job too. When are you going to start adulting like you should again? You're already in your 30s now.
What do you mean I refuse to get a job? I work part-time during the night. That's still a job, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing and I'm so proud of you. Now stop working for some part-time job and look for an actual full-time job, will you? I still don't get why you resigned from that company that you had no problem with. Now we're struggling.
I was tired of that job because it was too much bureaucracy going on. Plus, I've already been looking for a job. Just because I didn't tell you, that doesn't mean I'm not looking for something. So quit nagging me about the same thing over and over.
Well, it seems like I should put you to work. When I get off work and come back home, if I see that the house is a mess, then I'm not going to give you that money that I give you every month. Don't even think about asking about it either.
Oh my goodness, are you really gonna be petty like that with money?
Petty? You call me petty? Look at the way you're acting right now. Think a little harder about whether I'm just being petty or you're just being lazy.
Oh fine, I'll clean up. Are you happy now?
If I catch you shoving trash and waste underneath the couch or the bed like you did that last time, I'll seriously be mad. So don't even try doing something like that again.
All right.
Tammy, has Andy always been like this his whole life?
What do you mean, all of a sudden? What's wrong with my son? Is he doing something weird?
No, it's not that he's weird, it's just he is so dirty. He hates cleaning and is so lazy. It's so absurd how dirty he is, it's not normal.
How is he dirty? I don't see him walking around in rags and dirty clothes, so what's the problem?
No, I'm not talking about his looks or what he wears. His personal hygiene isn't the problem. The problem is that he doesn't want to raise a finger when it comes to housework. All I've asked for him to do is the dishes right after he eats so that it doesn't pile up. But he's so lazy to actually use the dishwashing soap that he'll just use some water and call it a day. Then when I ask him to take the trash out, he'll tell me that he'll do it, but ends up just making more trash without even taking the trash out that I asked for in the beginning. Also, I've told him if the toilet paper runs out that he needs to refill it, but instead he'll just use the roll itself if he runs out when he's in the bathroom. At first I thought, okay, he must be that way because he's a guy. It must be because he's never really cleaned up after himself before, but I don't think that's the case anymore.
Look, men don't ever grow up, no matter how old they get. Even if they get married and have kids, they'll always be boys. I bet your dad has done something similar in nature with what Andy's doing.
My dad? Oh, let's not bring my dad into this one. My dad raised me as a single dad, but was never once lazy about cleaning up. He enjoys being neat and having the house organized, and I'm the same way because I've learned from him. Please don't think that all men are just boys, even if they grow up, because that's definitely not true. My dad is the prime example.
Oh, okay. I know that there aren't men that are like that out here, but what I'm trying to say is that most of them are the way that Andy is. You should try to teach him from A to Z when it comes to something like this. You need to approach him like a child, instead of complaining about a rather normal behavior that he has.
Tammy, Andy is literally in his 30s now. Why do I need to teach a grown man about basic cleaning? These are literally life skills. Everybody should already know about it because it's common sense.
Goodness! It's your job to be a good wife and teach him how to do things that he doesn't know how to do if you know how. Anyway, deal with the problems that you have with him on your own. Don't Don't come tattling about it to me, trying to gossip.
Naomi, how have you been? I came back to town for a vacation, so we thought it might be nice to text you while I'm here.
Oh, Danielle, how are you these days? You must be busy. It's a well-deserved vacation for you.
Yeah, I needed a little break. I was so busy being strangled with those projects that have been going on for the past 6 months. I finally got a bit of a moment to get some fresh air back into my system. Oh, are you doing all right? I was always thinking about how I should text you or call you, but half a year had already passed by while I was still thinking about doing it.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm just working like always. Everything's the same.
How's Andy? Is he behaving? Don't tell me he's being a weirdo.
Danielle, listen to me. I have never met someone so damn dirty in my life before I got with Andy.
Wow, that's so funny. What's going on? Did he do something to you?
See, I asked him to do simple tasks like doing the dishes and filling in a new roll of toilet paper, but he fails at such minimal tasks. I mean, who on earth is out here where they pick their nose and just wipe it on their shirt?
Good Lord! It's embarrassing to even call him my brother. Those are habits that he's had since he was in high school. It's unbelievable that he still didn't fix those disgusting habits of his. I know exactly what you're talking about because I had to go through the same exact thing when we were both kids.
Really? So he's been like this since he was a teenager?
Yep, you would be correct. He's literally the king of being dirty. When I got in touch with him a while ago, I heard from him that he left the job that he was working in at the time. Does he have a new job now?
Take a guess. Do you think he's found a job yet? He works part-time during the night and makes barely anything.
Oh, that doesn't sound too fun. So are you the one that's dealing with most of the bills right now?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. I'm just hoping that this shall too pass and the good days will come find me soon. There's no way that he's going to live like that forever.
Oh, I almost forgot to bring this up, but my company is out to open up a new building in the city in the near future, and they're looking for people to hire in different departments. I'm thinking about referring Andy to the IT department when it finally opens. What do you think about this?
IT? Isn't your company a big company, though?
Just a little bit. It's not too popular, but if you ask someone on the street if they know about the company, they'd probably know.
Well, it would be dumb of him to miss a good chance like this. I'll tell Andy about your thoughts.
No, that's fine. I actually want to talk to him myself. Oh, do you have some time to spare during the day after tomorrow?
It seems like I don't really have much going on, so I should have time.
That's great. Let's meet up and hang out so that we can catch up on some stuff. I want to go out on a girls' night.
I'd love to do something like that.
All right, then I'll see you that day. Take care.
My, what is this smell that's coming from the house? Did you spray your cologne all over the house or something?
Oh yeah, I tried to get rid of the smell afterwards because it was starting to numb my nose, but I guess it's still there.
Did you think that it would be that easy to get rid of a strong smell like colognes have? What is the matter with you? You literally make our house look like a pigsty. If someone were to see our house, they'd think it's some animal that's living in the house. But then when it comes to taking care of yourself and making yourself cute, you'll work so hard on it.
A man needs to know how to take care of himself. Now that I'm starting to work again, I need to get back to the place that I was and pimp out.
How about you take care and clean the house like you take care of yourself? Do you know how tiring it gets to clean up after you? Tissues and ice cream wrappings all over the house. It feels like I spend the day trying to clean up after you.
Quit exaggerating things so much. I'm really not that bad, okay? It's always something new that you want to pick on me about.
Exaggerating? Are you being for real right now? How can you really say that after you've seen the condition that the house is in?
Christ, can you stop with all of that nagging? I'm trying my best too, you know?
Use some of that time that you spend in order to pimp yourself and dedicate it to cleaning up the house a little more. Actually, I don't even expect you to clean up the house like that. Just stop putting all of your trash around the house and actually put it in the trash can. Please, okay?
I get it. Jeez. And I have to work overtime today. There's a lot of stuff going on these days. You know about it too, right?
Okay, and yeah, just text or call me when you get off work. It's 2 in the morning and there's nobody in the office right now. You don't pick up my call, you're still not home, and you're not replying to my text either. Alright, I'll see you when you come back home.
Darn it, Naomi. I'm really sorry about this. I fell asleep in the office while I was working.
Stop lying to my face and be honest, because I already asked the janitor.
Oh, well, what really happened is that I stayed back for overtime and then the manager wanted to grab a few drinks with me, so I had no choice to follow him over there. And I ended up getting so drunk and I had to spend the night at his place. I'm sorry I couldn't tell you about what was going on. I don't remember much from last night.
You've never been like this before. Why are you suddenly doing stuff out of the ordinary? Are you really cheating on me or something?
What? No. Why would I cheat on you? That's nonsense. If I were to lose my memory, I would still find you and marry you. If there was a next life, I would reincarnate into someone new and still find the other reincarnated you in the next life and marry you again.
Stop trying to say stuff that you don't even mean in reality. Did you go to work?
Yeah, the manager that I hung out with gave me a ride, so we went back to work together. I'm really sorry that I made you upset. If I ever have something like this happen again, I'll make sure to tell you first.
Alright then, let's talk about it again when you come back home from work later. Danielle, is it really all that common for your company to have a lot of overtime for their employees? Overtime? Well, it really depends on which department it is, but the production design and film departments usually have a lot of days spent overtime because of the nature of the department. But most of the other departments are always trying to let their people go as soon as the time comes. Why? What's wrong? No, it's just, I think Andy's being a little weird lately. Huh? What do you mean Andy's acting weird? He's been putting cologne on every single day, trying to beautify himself, and takes more than 30 minutes to even take a shower. Our bedroom is literally like a garbage disposal post, but he's been decorating himself to the point that I'm starting to think he's getting out of hand. What? Andy got into self-care and stuff? That is weird. He's never been like that. He's always been lazy with taking care of himself. Another thing that's weird is that he's working in the IT department, but he's always working overtime. He doesn't come home early, like, ever. He didn't pick up any of my calls or texts, and he told me that he was hanging out with the manager and got so drunk that he had to spend the night at his house. Is he crazy or what? What if he's cheating on you or something? It seems that way, doesn't it? So it isn't just me that thinks this is all weird? Something isn't right. There must be more to the story than the alibi that he's told me about. Naomi, I actually had some errands to run in your town, so I was about to make my way over there in a little bit. I'll get off work once I get done with the errand that I have to run. Should I attempt to spy on him? Spying on him? What if you get caught, though? Oh, don't worry about that. You may not know, but with stuff like this, I can become the embodiment of a veteran FBI agent. Don't worry, I'll come back with news if I find anything suspicious about him. Okay, well, I hope nothing happens, but if someone comes up, make sure to call me and tell me first. Danielle, did anything come up with Andy? No, not really. Is what I would like to tell you. Huh? Did you find something bad about him? He's definitely lying about working overtime at work. What happened? I'm nervous. I was debating on whether or not I should show you this, but yeah, he really is cheating on you. Wow, okay. Yeah, this is just making me laugh out loud because I can't believe it. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I didn't want to tell myself that he's cheating, but I didn't think that he'd actually be cheating on me. Naomi, I know that I'm your sister-in-law, but I want to talk to you woman to woman. I think you should get divorced from Andy. Please? I don't want to see you endure all the stress that was already coming with being with Andy. This is just not it.
No, actually, if I'm gonna get this divorce, then I don't want to end it peacefully. He needs to suffer. Danielle, do you think you can help me out?
How can I help you? I'd love to.
I'll tell you about it when I meet up with you. Let's try to get together tomorrow and talk about it. Wow, this is killing me. I'm literally shedding tears because I'm laughing so hard. Hey, Andy, you're really something else. I mean, absolutely. How do you put up with living the way that you do?
How did you find out? What are you gonna do to me? Did you secretly download a tracking app on my phone or something?
So now you finally catch on, huh? Yeah, you're right. The day that I started noticing something weird about you, I downloaded a family app onto your phone so that I'd be able to see wherever you're at. But you were too dumb to realize that there was an app downloaded on your phone until now.
Wow, you're seriously creepy, and this has to be illegal. Do you know what the worst part about this whole thing is, though? It's the fact that you lured my sister into this dirty scheme of yours and made her help you spy on me.
What is all of this about? Andy, did you cheat on your wife with another woman?
It ended up that way, Mom. I'm sorry.
This excuse of ended up that way really makes me curious, and I want to know how it all happened. So I decided to invite this lady that he's been cheating on Naomi with.
What?
Here, go ahead and tell us what happened. Tell everyone else in this chat what you told me what the truth is.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I don't know what else to say.
Oh no, we don't want to hear an apology. We want to know from the beginning what happened and how it happened. How you met my brother and how you somehow fell in love with him.
I met him at work, and coincidentally, we were both working overtime at the same time in the office. So naturally, we started to talk to each other. Soon after that, we decided to head out and grab a drink. Then later on, we ended up at my house. To be honest, I'm a pretty lazy person, and so I don't really clean or organize my house. So Andy liked that about me because I'm not too uptight about keeping everything clean. Then I thought that the cologne that he puts on smelled good. Then after that, everything just went so fast.
Oh wow, this whole thing is like a comedy skit. How do two of the same exact type of people somehow end up in the same company and in the same department? Then they fall in love with each other. It's hard to be as dirty as Andy, and he somehow found someone as disgusting as him. Two filthy lovebirds. A match made in squalor. I guess it wasn't that hard to figure out the type of person you are for me, because Andy was probably sick and tired of being with the normal person. He just had to find someone that's as dirty as himself to cope with being the type of person that he is. He was always the one that would make a mess out of the whole entire house, and I'd have to clean up after him every single day. Thank the Lord, those days are over for me, though. They're a perfect match for each other. Don't you think so too, Tammy?
Andy, do you not even have the conscience to apologize to Naomi? How could you be so bored out of your mind to the point that you end up letting yourself cheat on your wife?
Damn it, I didn't think that I would get caught like this. Daniela, I'm really disappointed in you. How could you side with her instead of me when I'm literally your brother?
Well, I'm not so sorry about that. I can't believe that you had the audacity to cheat on her. I refuse to recognize a cheater as a human being because you've lost your conscience as one. To me, everything that you say right now just sounds like some dog barking at me, you disgusting piece of crap.
Well, it seems like the two of you guys were meant for each other. So why not get divorced from me and just marry this girl, Andy? I get to get rid of some garbage from my life, and you get to live on with your life with someone that's exactly the same as you. Is that not a win-win situation for the both of us? Naomi, I'm really sorry about this. I'm ashamed as a mother that I've raised my son into a cheater. Please, could you just forgive him this once? Just once, please.
Tammy, you told me before that I should be the one to teach him from A to Z because men never grow up and it's in their nature to behave like an animal. Oh, or is it that you're begging me to not divorce Andy because if he gets divorced from me, then there'd be nothing left of him? The house is under my name and the car that Andy drives around is also under my name. Is that why you're so afraid of him getting divorced?
That's part of it.
Oh, did you just now remember everything? But how pitiful, because I don't have any speck of remorse left for him. I won't change my mind. You and I are over from this point on, Andy. So get the hell out of my house immediately. Oh, just one thing though. I'm not responsible for cleaning up after your mess anymore. So make sure you leave some money behind so I can hire someone to do a deep cleaning of the whole entire house.
Naomi, I don't know what to say.
Oh, stop it right now. I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. Don't be coming over here talking about please forgive me or whatever, because I don't care at all. Just go ahead and have fun and enjoy your life with this new person that you found that's the exact same way that you are. I hope you're happy. Andy was too dumb to think about all of the financial impact that he'd be stuck with once we got divorced. But it was too late for him and Tammy to try and convince me to forgive Andy because I was already done. Not only was he an incompetent person in general, but he had the audacity to cheat on me with another woman, which, fascinatingly, was a person that was very similar to the kind of person Andy is. I got a lot of compensation from the divorce, and it seems like the talk about Andy and Lydia cheating on me spread throughout the whole entire company that they were basically shamed into quitting. Since everything was under my name, including the house and the car, all of the possessions came back to me, and I was even able to meet someone that's way better than Andy. Now I'm enjoying living the life of a woman who's deeply loved by her new boyfriend. I won't have to worry about having to yell at someone for being dirty. I won't have to worry about whether or not my husband is cheating on me and be stressed about it. I won't have to tire myself out with having to clean after someone else's mess anymore. I'm happy where I am at now, and I'm gonna let this happiness continue on for the rest of my life. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.
I'm really looking forward to welcoming you to the family, Erin. You're such a lovely girl. My son is a very lucky man to have you. Aw, thank you for saying that. I'm also really looking forward to getting to know you all better. Thank you so much for giving your blessing for this marriage to go ahead, Carrie. Oh no, we're the ones who should be thanking you for agreeing to marry our son. I don't know how a guy like him could have found such a well-educated, well-mannered young lady like you. I'll make sure he puts his everything into making you happy. Aw, thank you so much for saying such nice things.
Ugh, I can't stand this butter wouldn't melt act you're putting on.
Excuse me? What did you just say? Are you talking about me, Tammy?
Well, yeah, who else would I be talking about? Who else is that here being shamelessly pretentious?
Tammy, for goodness sake! Why are you acting like this all of a sudden? You can't say things like that to your future sister-in-law.
Well, we'll see about that. They're not even married yet, so I think it's a little early to be calling her my anything-in-law. Don't you?
I heard so much about you from Marcus, Tammy. He always talks about how lovely his adorable younger sister is. He seems to dote on you as if you were his daughter and not his sister. I can see you're just as lovely as he made you out to be.
Do you have a lot of exes, Erin?
Why would you ask that all of a sudden? No, not really. No more than the average person, I don't think.
Well, you just look like the sort of person who dates around a lot. That's all. And like the kind of person who steals your friends' boyfriends.
Seriously, Tammy, what's gotten into you all of a sudden? Why would you say something like that at the dinner table? Hurry up and apologize to poor Erin.
I'm just expressing my opinion. I really don't see what's wrong with that.
You really don't know when to stop, do you? I'm so sorry, Erin. She's still quite young and clearly still has a lot of maturing left to do. She doesn't mean what she's saying. She's just an ignorant kid running her mouth off. Oh, no, it's fine. I find it kind of endearing that she doesn't feel the need to conform to social norms. Don't worry about me. I didn't take offense at anything she said. Thank you for being so understanding about this. Here, eat some of this. I asked Marcus what your favorite foods were, and he said that you really liked seafood. Thank you so much for going out of your way to make food I like. I really do love seafood. You really didn't need to go to all of this trouble just for me, though. I'll take you out to dinner wherever you want to say thank you. We can go on a little date, just the two of us. That sounds lovely. I'm so happy to have gained another daughter. You're the only girl Marcus has ever brought home to introduce to the family, so that must mean he's really serious about this. I'm just over the moon that he found someone as lovely as you.
Ugh, why are you eating so much so quickly? Why do you have to be such a pig at the dinner table? Do you always have bad table manners like this?
I really don't know why she's acting like this. I wouldn't stand for this if she wasn't my fiancé's little sister. I guess I was eating a little fast. It's just so tasty, I couldn't help myself. I can see how that could come across as a little piggy. Tammy! Will you please stop talking like that? I really don't know why you're being so rude to Erin for no reason. I'm sorry, Erin. She's the baby of the family. As you know, she's 15 years younger than her brother, so he probably ended up spoiling her a little too much. That's probably why she thinks she can act up like this. I'm so sorry about her behavior. I first met my fiancé, Marcus, through a mutual friend, and we hit it off straight away. I thought he was the one I wanted to spend the rest of my life with pretty early on in our relationship. We decided to get married after being together for 2 years, but because we both come from quite conservative backgrounds, we didn't introduce each other to our families until the engagement was official. He always showed me unwavering, unconditional love and made me really happy. I really did love him very much, and I never thought that anything would be able to get in the way of our love. I went to introduce myself to his family not that long after we got engaged, and his parents were lovely and very accepting of me. His younger sister, on the other hand, didn't hide her dislike of me, and openly insulted me at the dinner table. I didn't think too much of it at first, because I thought she must just be a little upset about someone taking her precious older brother away from her. We went ahead with the wedding preparations after meeting each other's families, and my fiancé's parents gave us their full support. But one day, my fiancé and I went out together to buy a bed for our new house, and his sister decided that she would follow us. After that, she followed us on every single date we went on and tried to interfere as much as possible. She would criticize every little thing I said, and whenever I suggested a particular restaurant, she would insult my taste and slam my decisions in any way she could. It really started to be quite anxiety-inducing, and I wasn't able to enjoy spending any time with my fiancé. She also started to directly insult my appearance, which ended up souring the atmosphere every time we went out. Things were gradually getting worse and worse, and I finally reached my breaking point. I resolved to finally stand up to her and tell her exactly how I was feeling. Tammy, don't you think you're crossing a few too many lines here?
Me? Crossing a line? I don't know what you're insinuating. What have I done?
It's not like it's just been once or twice. Whenever Marcus and I go out together to prepare something for the wedding, you insist on following us. Whenever we go on a date, you insist on following us. Basically, whenever we go anywhere and it's just meant to be me and Marcus, you insist on following us. You always do your best to sabotage things, and I tried my best to understand how you must be feeling as the baby of the family having your big brother taken away, but I've really reached the point where I don't think I can be understanding of you anymore. You've really pushed my boundaries a little too far now. You're 20 years old, which means you're a fully grown adult who has no excuse to be going around acting like a ridiculous child. By your age, you should know what is acceptable and what isn't acceptable to say to people. Surely.
I don't like this condescending tone you're taking with me right now. I don't get what's so wrong with coming with my brother to help him prepare for his wedding. I'm his family. You're not married to him yet, so you're not his family, and blood runs thicker than water.
Even so, you really shouldn't be acting like this. All you've done since we first met is constantly criticize me. Whenever we try and get something done in preparation for the wedding, you do your best to get in our way, and you even stoop as low as to criticize my appearance. Do you really believe that it's normal and acceptable to behave in this way towards someone who just wants to be accepted as part of your family? If you ask any sane person, they will tell you that what you're doing is strange and disturbing. Do you really hate the idea of me marrying your brother that much?
Well, I don't think I'm getting in your way at all. I'm sure my brother enjoys sharing his wedding preparations with me. And as for your appearance, I'm just stating my honest opinion on what I see in front of me. To me, you look like a sly fox of a woman who takes advantage of men. So I just say what I see. I hate watching you scarf back your food like a pig as well. Am I not allowed to state my opinion on that either?
Even if that is what you think, surely you should know that these things are best kept to yourself. Do you not understand that you need to be mindful of your manners when talking to other people? This is such a basic rule about human interactions that I really don't know why I have to sit here explaining it to you. It's not like you're a child or anything. From now on, I'd really appreciate it if you would let Marcus and I deal with the wedding preparations by ourselves.
You're making me out to sound like a really strange person, and I really don't appreciate that. You're saying that I'm a weirdo who doesn't have basic manners and wants to sabotage her brother's engagement. Am I really that awful in your mind?
Will you just shut up now, please, Tammy? Why are you being so rude to your future sister-in-law? I've never seen you acting like this before.
Wait, why are you turning against me all of a sudden? Why are you getting mad at me and not at her? She's the one who deserves it.
You've crossed a line and you know it, Tammy. We tried our best to be understanding of you, but this really is getting to be too much. Why can't you understand that this is the woman I love and it upsets me to see you treat her like this? How dare you just behave however you like in front of her? How can you be so rude? You were always such a sweet girl. How come you've grown up to be such a nasty person? I didn't raise you this way. I don't understand why you're so against our engagement. What is it about Erin that you don't like so much? She's been bending over backwards to try and appease you just as much as I have.
I don't get why you're so mad at me. I haven't done anything wrong. All I'm doing is being considerate of you. I don't like this woman, and I've said so from the beginning. I would go as far as to say that I hate her. I hate her so much. Why do you have to go ahead and marry her even when I've made it very clear how much I hate her? I'm not going to back down, no matter what you tell me. In fact, I'm going to take things up a notch. You can take this as a warning, Erin. I'm going to do my utmost to make sure that this marriage does not go ahead. Confronting me like this is the worst decision the two of you could have possibly made. I'm going home now. I don't want to be here anymore. Watch this space. I'm not going to stand still and let this marriage happen.
After his sister stormed out of the restaurant that day, my fiancé said he thought she was probably feeling jealous of me and asked me to understand how she must be feeling. I figured that must be the case too, and agreed to just let the whole thing go. His sister was a surprise baby who was born when his parents were well into their 40s, so there is quite a significant age difference between her and my fiancé, who was born not long after their parents got married. Because of this age difference, my fiancé ended up being more of a father figure than a brother to her. Their parents both worked a lot, and my fiancé ended up being the one who did the most for my sister when she was growing up, meaning that they ended up forming quite a strong bond. It also meant that he ended up viewing her more as a daughter than as a sister, and joined his parents in spoiling her as she got older. We planned to move after we got married, which would mean that he would end up seeing his sister and his parents way less. Maybe no more than 2 or 3 times a year at best. So I thought that it would be okay to just put up with her bothering us during our engagement. However, things just got worse and worse after the day at the restaurant. She started to become more and more unhinged, and her attitude towards me became worse and worse. She started to harass me constantly over the phone, texting and calling me nonstop and blowing my phone up even more if I tried to ignore her. I don't know how she found out where I worked, but one day she even showed up at my workplace to harass me there, shouting and screaming at me not to marry her brother. Even when I told my fiancé about this, nothing he did would stop her, and no matter how much her parents scolded her, she wouldn't listen to a single word they said. Instead, their objections to her behavior seemed to just add fuel to the fire, and things continued to get worse. She even threw a tantrum saying she would cut contact with her brother and her parents if the wedding went ahead. It got to a point where I knew this couldn't possibly go on any longer, and I decided to meet her one-on-one to talk things out. Tell me, why do you hate me so much, Tammy? No matter how hard I try, I can't think of anything I could have done to upset you. I've always gone out of my way to be nice to you and accommodate you. So tell me, what is it about me that you dislike so much? If you tell me what it is, I can try my best to try and fix it so that we can get along better.
Would you be willing to get plastic surgery then?
Plastic surgery? What are you talking about? You have a problem with my face?
Yes, I do have a problem with your face. You look exactly like the ex-friend who stole my first love away from me in high school. Whenever I see your face, I remember the heartache I went through back then. I can't control how upset it makes me feel, which is why I feel uncomfortable being around you all the time.
That's the reason? Is that seriously the reason why you've been harassing me this whole time? I thought it was because you had some kind of attachment to your brother and you didn't want me to take him away from you. I would have even had a hard time understanding why you had such a vendetta against me for that reason, but I would have had a little more sympathy for you. I really can't believe what I just heard. You're willing to get in the way of my relationship with your brother because I resemble somebody who upset you in high school? Even if it was something about my personality that you didn't like, I also would have been more understanding. After all, people can change their personalities if they really have to. But there's not much I can do about my face. I get that you must have been hurt by your friend stealing your boyfriend, but I really don't think it's a valid reason to be trying this hard to sabotage my relationship with your brother. It's just ridiculous and absurd, to say the least. You're an adult. Surely you should be able to see that there's something very wrong with the way you've been acting.
I don't see what's so wrong about expressing dislike towards somebody I don't like. And how dare you belittle my heartbreak? You're basically laughing at my pain right now, aren't you? Well, soon you'll know what it's like to lose the person you love, and then it will be my turn to laugh at you.
That's not what I'm saying. How can you completely ignore the point of what I've been saying and twist my words against me? No matter how much I look like that girl who stole your boyfriend, I'm not her. So surely you can see that it's unfair of you to take out your anger on me when it should be directed at her. I would understand if you got a little upset the first time you saw me and took a little time to warm up to me. But openly hating me to this extent is a little extreme, don't you agree?
I don't agree. I don't know why I have to sit here and be lectured by you. I'm the princess in my house, you know. What I say goes. My parents and my brother will bend over backwards to do what I want. If I say I don't like you, they'll eventually give in, you know. I may be immature, but I don't care. I'm happy as long as I get my way in the end. I'm sorry if you think that talking like this to me is going to make me change my mind about you, because it isn't. Even my parents don't talk to me the way you just did. Who do you think you are to scold me as if I'm some kind of misbehaving child?
I'm not trying to look down on you. You know what? Sure. I'm in the wrong here. Once I'm married to your brother, I'll make sure I treat you like a princess as well, okay? So will you just let me off this one time? I really love your brother, you know. I'll buy you your favorite meals and I'll take you shopping for your favorite clothes. Whenever you want anything, just call me and I'll get it for you. Okay?
I don't need you to try and buy my favor. My parents and my brother are already at my beck and call, so I don't need you as well. I want one thing and one thing only. For you to call off your engagement to my brother as soon as possible. Why do you keep making me repeat myself? The message should have been loud and clear the first time round. I do not like you.
Well, it's clear that no matter what I say, nothing is going to get through to her. Well, how about you try thinking about this from your brother's perspective? He really likes me, and if your brother is a priority to you, then you wouldn't want to see him sad because he can't marry the person he wants to be with, would you? Do you really want to see him suffer?
Oh, even if he's sad at first, I'm sure he'll get over it. After all, it's not like you're the only woman in the world. He'll find someone else soon enough. There are lots of prettier, younger women than you out there who would be happy to marry a guy like my brother. It's not like he doesn't have options. Don't be so delusional as to think that you're that special, because you're really not. And shall I tell you something? Nobody in my family has ever not given in to my stubbornness before. So if I insist on saying that I don't want you to marry my brother, there's no way that you'll be able to. Nothing you do is going to make this work out in your favor. So you might as well just give up now and stop wasting your time. So hurry up and go find a new boyfriend already because your relationship with my brother is as good as over.
I really am speechless. It's impossible trying to get through to you, isn't it? We've already bought everything we need and booked the ceremony. What makes you think you can get the whole thing canceled just because you don't like my face? Surely you can see that this is not something a normal person would do. Surely you can understand why I think this whole thing is unreasonable. This whole situation has been extremely blown out of proportion.
I don't even want to bother to try to understand how you might be feeling about this. No matter how unfair you feel things might be, there's nothing you can do to change things now. The best thing you can do now is hurry up and realize that your efforts are futile and get away from my brother as soon as possible.
You... Going to talk with my fiancé's sister did not go the way I planned. She refused to back down and things became even worse. Even my fiancé's parents, who had really liked me initially, caved in and said that they couldn't give their blessing for a marriage that their daughter was so vehemently protesting against. They apologized to me and said they hoped I'd understand. I really did end up breaking off the engagement because of this ridiculous reason. And even though my fiancé kept protesting and saying that we could make it work somehow, things with his sister didn't get any better and he ultimately wasn't mentally strong enough to fight his family for me or choose me over them if it came down to it. I never would have thought that this kind of thing happened to real people. It's the sort of situation that you only think happens in soap operas. I couldn't believe that my engagement had actually had to come to an end because of this, and I ended up going into shock from the unfairness of it all. I ended up having stroke-like episodes and had to quit my job. I was completely reliant on medication to function, and each day was hell for both me and for my family who were doing their best to support me through this. Around 3 years went by, and I slowly started to be able to live a fairly normal life again. I stopped suffering from seizures, but I was still suffering from a deep depression, and it felt like I would continue to be depressed for the rest of my life. One day, my younger brother said he had met someone he wanted to marry, and would be bringing her home to introduce to the family. I knew that he had been seeing someone for around a year, but following our family's traditional values, he wanted to wait until he was sure he was going to marry her to introduce her to us. He said that she was a sweet, angelic girl, and he was sure that he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her. The day that he brought her over to ask for our blessing, I nearly fell over in shock when I finally saw her face. My brother's fiancée was none other than my ex-fiancé's younger sister who had harassed me to the point of ruining my engagement and caused me to fall into this depression. When she realized who I was, she turned as white as a sheet as if she had seen a ghost and stood in the front porch for a long time without coming inside. However, after a minute or two, she composed herself and started to act like nothing was amiss. She acted like the sweetest girl alive in front of my parents, which made me seethe with anger. Seeing her so confidently put on an act in my own family home left me with a bitter taste in my mouth. I knew that my chance for revenge had presented itself to me, and under no circumstances would I let my brother go ahead with marrying that crazy girl. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. I resolved to make her suffer just as much as I did over the last 3 years.
So delicious, Bonnie. You're such an amazing cook. I'll have to learn your secrets.
I'm so glad you like it. Thank you so much for your lovely words, sweetheart. How are your family doing, by the way? We really should meet them soon. You said you're the youngest of 2, right? Did you say you had an older brother?
Yes. I do have an older brother. Oh, Bonnie, I've been meaning to ask. What foundation are you using? You look as if you're in your 30s. When I first saw you, I thought you were Lewis's sister.
Oh, you flatter me. I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me feel good, though.
I mean it. I'm sure if we went out together, people would keep asking if we were siblings.
Ugh, I can't stand this butterwood knack melt you're putting on.
Excuse me? Are you talking to me?
Oh, no, I'm just talking to myself. Don't mind me.
Okay.
How about you try some of this, Tammy? I asked Lewis about what food you like, and I tried to prepare your favorites. I really hope you like it.
Thank you so sure to clean my plate.
Ugh, why are you eating so much so quickly? Why do you have to be such a pig at the dinner table? Do you always have bad table manners like this? What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Aaron? I just suddenly started wondering. Do you make a habit of interfering with other people's lives, Tammy?
What a thing to ask! No, of course I don't do that.
Oh, really? Well, you just look exactly like the sort of person who loves to mess with other people's lives. So I just thought I would ask.
What an interesting sense of humor you have, Aaron.
Oh, if you like this, I can keep going. I have lots of material.
I'm sure there's no need for that.
Well, I'm sure I could make many more interesting assumptions about you. I really don't know why you're acting like this today, Aaron. Poor Tammy must be nervous, and you're not really doing much to help put her heart at ease, are you? Yeah, you're acting really weird today, Aaron. Is there something you don't like about Tammy? Oh, I think it's probably because I'm just feeling a little sensitive today. After all, you know that my own engagement was broken up by a madwoman 3 years ago, and I've been severely depressed ever since. Even now, I still haven't been able to go back to the way I used to be. So I'm sure you'll understand that this whole marriage thing is a touchy subject for me. Yes, I hope you can be understanding of my daughter, Tammy. She's still not very well because of the trauma she went through back then.
Ah, yes, of course.
A few days after my ex-fiance's sister came to present herself to our family, I got a call from an unknown number. It was her. She said she had something to say to me and asked if the two of us could meet somewhere to talk in private.
Is this a game to you? Is playing with me like this fun for you? Huh?
I'm not sure. Do I look like I'm having fun? How was it for you when you were harassing me and trying to ruin my life 3 years ago? Was it fun? You know exactly how it felt for you, so there's no need to ask me when you clearly know the answer.
I'm not talking about what happened 3 years ago. I'm talking about now. How could you act like that towards me in front of your mom and Louis? Do you know how awful that made me feel? Why did you have to turn out to be his older sister of all people? This is the worst situation I could have possibly imagined. I can't believe that you're still so hung up on what happened 3 years ago. It was just a one-time mistake I made when I was young and stupid. It's a little pathetic that you're still letting it affect you now. You were pathetic back then, and you're still pathetic now.
Well, you clearly haven't changed one bit in the last 3 years either. I'm actually kind of relieved. If you had actually changed your ways and become a nice person, I would have felt a little sorry towards you. It's easier to hate you knowing that you're still an awful person. I went to hell and back because of you, you know. Do you not remember saying to me that you hated seeing my face because it brought up bad memories from the past for you? Well, that's exactly how I feel when I see your face now. I remember all the awful things that happened 3 years ago that I've been trying so hard to forget. I really don't think I'm going to be able to put up with seeing you all the time. So just like you did 3 years ago, I think I don't really have any choice but interfere with your relationship with my brother until you break off the engagement. Don't you agree? Didn't you say that you were the princess of your family back then? Well, I'm the princess of my family, too. If I insist that I don't want you to marry my brother will eventually give in to me.
You're completely out of your mind. 3 years ago, I was basically still just a kid who didn't know anything about the world. That's why I was so insistent in interfering with your relationship with my brother back then, because I was stupid and didn't know any better. You say you were depressed over these last few years? Are you really going to say that was my fault, when I was just a stupid kid who didn't know what I was doing? What do you want from me? An apology? Is there really any point in that? It's all in the past now. I was willing to be nice to you and act like nothing happened between us. So why are you insisting on causing trouble? Do you really think you can come between me and your brother? He's fallen really hard for me, and I doubt he'll listen to you if you say anything bad about me. He loves me so much that he'd be willing to cut off his entire family if it meant he could be with me. So even if you do something, don't expect him to drop me and choose you instead, because he won't. If you don't want him to cut you off, You should just let it slide and act like we met for the first time the other day. I promise I'll be nice to you considering the fact that you're clearly very mentally fragile.
As expected, she hadn't changed at all in the last 3 years. I didn't necessarily expect her to be deeply sorry and for her to have spent the last few years repenting on her actions. But there happened a part of me that thought that maybe she would offer me a superficial apology at least. I was a fool for thinking that she had enough humanity in her to do something as basically decent as that. Instead, she was unashamedly unapologetic, and she even went as far as to threaten me. She was willing to act like an angel in front of my family, but showed her devil-like true personality when she was alone with me. I knew that I needed to do something, not just so that I could get revenge, but to stop my brother from entering into a marriage that would end up making him miserable. There was no way that I was going to let him get married to this crazy woman. I figured that she would probably say something out of line, so I decided to record our entire conversation. I knew that she would be coming over at the weekend to look at wedding venues with my brother, so I decided that I would expose her right there in front of my family. I had also recorded our conversation in the coffee shop 3 years ago, and I decided to play that along with a recording from the other day for everyone to hear.
Do you really think you can come between me and your brother? He's fallen really hard for me, and I doubt he'll listen to you if you say anything bad about me. He loves me so much that he'd be willing to cut off his entire family if it meant he could be with me. So even if you do something, don't expect him to drop me and choose you instead, because he won't. If you don't want him to cut you off, you should just let it slide and act like we met for the first time the other day. I promise I'll be nice to you considering the fact that you're clearly very mentally fragile. Stop this! Stop this! Wait a second! Louis, Bonnie, I can explain. There's an explanation for everything. This is all just one big misunderstanding.
You were the nasty girl that caused my daughter to spiral into depression. Thinking about what you put her through back then still keeps me up at night, you know. Do you have any idea how much my daughter and our entire family suffered because of your actions? I suppose you don't, because you were probably carrying on with your life. Happy as can be without a care in the world, weren't you? Whereas we were in a living hell for the last 3 years because of you. You can't even begin to imagine how awful it was for us.
I can assure you, Erin just misunderstood me. I have my reasons for saying the things that I said. Please just hear me out. This really is just one huge misunderstanding.
How can you possibly try and pass this off as a misunderstanding? Because of you, I had to break off my engagement with the man I loved and have been suffering with mental illness for the past few years to the point that I wasn't able to function properly for ages. You will never understand how difficult it was for my family. Standing by my side, watching me descend into despair. Trying to do something. Anything to help me.
Louis, please say something. Surely you believe me when I say it was all just a misunderstanding. Please just say something. Anything to reassure me that you're on my side.
I'm sorry, who are you? Do you know me? Because I for sure don't know you. You're not the person I've been dating for the past year. If this is who you really are, then I want nothing to do with you.
What did you just say? How come you're not taking my side?
I can't believe that you can be so unrepenting even when you've been caught red-handed. If I were you, I would be on my knees begging for forgiveness right now, apologizing as if my life depended on it. But no, even now you still try and run away from taking responsibility for your actions.
Why are you turning against me all of a sudden? Why aren't you taking my side unconditionally? When you got down on one knee and proposed to me, you promised that you would always take my side, no matter what. Does that promise not mean anything to you?
Did you think I didn't know about this already?
Wait, what? You already knew? You knew everything about who I was?
When I brought you over to meet my family for the first time, I noticed that Erin's reaction to seeing you was really out of the ordinary. Even if she wasn't feeling well that day, that wouldn't have been enough to make her react the way she did. So that evening, I asked her if she knew you from somewhere, and she told me that you were the one who had harassed her to the point that she was forced to call off her engagement. You didn't just ruin her engagement, You ruined her entire life. She wasn't able to continue working because of her mental health issues, and she had to be constantly going to the hospital to get treated for the period seizure she would go into from the shock she experienced. Even now, she's still on various medications to help her deal with her depression, and hasn't been able to return to being the person she was 3 years ago. Even though I found out then, she begged me to let her be the one to expose you, so I didn't say anything to you straight away. I was so heartbroken when I heard the truth, but after I had some time to process it, I felt nothing but disgust and contempt towards you. I will never be able to understand people like you who think it's okay to go around ruining people's lives.
So, you were pretending that everything was fine and acting normal around me these last few weeks just so you could assure that your sister could get her revenge on me like this? I can't believe you would do that to me! How can you be so heartless?
Yes, maybe it was bad of me to deceive you and lure you into this trap, but that's nothing compared to everything you've done. If I'm heartless, then I don't even know how to begin describing you.
No! This can't be happening to me! But you love me! You can't live without me!
Yes, I did love you before, but love doesn't always last forever, and people's feelings can change. Love can easily change to disgust when you find out the person you cherished and trusted is a monster who doesn't hesitate to ruin people's lives to get what they want. You're a total psycho. Who would be able to love a person like you? I'm glad that I came to my senses before it was too late.
No! I call time out! I call time out! This can't be happening! This cannot be happening!
What on earth is wrong with you? I call time out? This isn't a game of tag in the playground, you know. This is real life. How can you be so immature? You're not the main character in some kind of chick flick where everything works out for you, you know. This is the real world, and karma comes back for people who do bad things to others. What's wrong? Did you really think that every single thing would always go your way forever and ever and ever, and you would have the perfect little life? How delusional you are. If you don't want us to drive you out, you'd better get out of here fast. You're lucky that I haven't slapped you around that smug little face of yours already.
I'm not going anywhere. And if you're going to kick me out, you better give me back all the gifts I bought you.
Oh, well, if that's how it's going to be, you better give me back the engagement ring then. You're wearing it right now, aren't you?
Wait a second! No! I really don't want to give it back. I take back everything I said. You can keep all the gifts. And you can take back anything else you bought me over the last year. Just please let me keep the ring, okay?
There really is something wrong with you in the head. You would have ended up ruining my life just like you ruined my sister's, wouldn't you? I wouldn't want to spend a second married to a psycho like you. So get out of my house already. Oh, you said I can take back everything I bought you, right? Well, I see that you're wearing the shoes I bought for you the other day. That's great then. I can just take them now without having to go and find you to get them back. Take them off and give them back to me right now. You can walk home in your bare feet for all I care.
I'm so sorry. Bonnie! No, Aaron. I know that what I did was wrong. Please forgive me.
Get out already. It's far too late for apologies now. Get away from my sister right now.
No, wait. Are you really going to send me home barefoot? You can't be that cruel. Please, at least just give me my shoes back. Please? All I'm asking for is my shoes. Please.
And so, my ex-fiance's sister was driven out of my house barefoot. And even though she knocked on the door relentlessly, screaming and crying for us to forgive her, the building security were alerted and she was escorted off the premises. That evening, her parents heard what happened and showed up at our house, furious. I played them the recordings I had of their daughter and explained what she had done to me and how affected I had been by her actions over the last 3 years. After finding out the extent of everything, they felt awful and apologized to me and my parents from the bottom of their hearts. They blamed themselves for not raising their daughter properly and felt accountable for everything that had happened to me. They dragged their daughter around to my house again and made her kneel in front of me, crying and begging for my forgiveness. But I felt nothing at hearing her apologies now. I was owed an apology years ago, and hearing it now just made me feel empty. There was nothing her apology could do to bring back the last 3 years of my life, and I wasn't willing to accept the apology, nor to forgive her for what she had done. To be honest, even though I was able to exact my revenge on her, I didn't feel great about ruining my brother's engagement. I apologized to him for everything that had happened, but he said that he wasn't sad about it at all, and he was glad that I had helped him to realize what kind of a person his fiancée really was. It would have been much more of a headache to get away from her after getting married, so he said that I did him a favor. Although receiving an apology couldn't change what happened in the past, it did help me to start making progress with my mental health, and I felt that I was able to finally start moving on. Mental scars often take much longer to heal than physical ones, and it took another 2 years until I was almost completely back to normal and able to trust people again. I don't spend my days wallowing in my depression anymore, and the risk of having a seizure now is basically zero. I was finally able to meet someone new after regaining my health, and I'm enjoying going on dates with him, going on trips together, and just generally having fun. We are dating with the intention of getting married, but we don't want to rush things too much. Our parents have all met each other already, and everyone gets on like a house on fire. This time round, I feel positive that I will be able to get married without anyone interfering. Why are you going round getting into fights with the girl who works on the cash register at the supermarket? You're starting to get a bad reputation in this neighborhood. I can't show my face anywhere out of embarrassment because of you.
What am I supposed to do? She looks exactly like that evil woman who ruined my marriage. I can't control my anger, and I have no choice but to punch her in the face. Surely you can understand how I feel.
Where are you going now?
To the supermarket. I'm sure it's actually her.
You really have lost your mind, haven't you? I don't know what I have to do to make you come back to your senses. You can't go around attacking innocent girls and accusing them of ruining your engagement when they're nothing to do with you, and you're just delusional. Why don't you come with me to the hospital and we'll get you treated for whatever is going on here? You're determined to make my life difficult, aren't you? Thank you for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hey, honey. I'm just coming home from my regular errands. You wouldn't happen to have driven along Bentley Street recently, have you? They've got those really cute little row of shops that they've built recently. They've got an amazing little food outlet, a news agency, and guess what? They even had your favorite here. Flowers! I know you like putting flowers in the vase that's on the dinner table. What do you feel like this month? They've got violets, roses, and lilies. By the way, let me just say that these are really good quality for a tiny store like this. The quality is quite high. All these flowers look like they're alive and vibrant. None of them are withering away. Hurry up and get back to me so I don't linger here for too long.
Oh my god. Like, who are you? Are you some sort of creep that's trying to pretend that you know me or something? Don't think that if you pop up to my door with flowers that I'm going to let you inside my house. I'm not the type of girl to fall for a stranger, even if they buy me a nice little gift.
What are you talking about, honey? Are we doing a little bit of roleplay here or something? Okay. Well, if that's what you want to do today, let's go with that. So, what do you want me to be? Should I play the persistent romantic stalker that's trying to catch your heart? Or maybe you're after a little bit of a darker tone today. Crazy guy with flowers jumps through my window and has his way with me?
You're seriously freaking me the hell out. I should call the cops on you. This is the creepiest conversation I've ever had.
Hey, whoa. Honey, let's settle down a little bit here. Damn, if you want to play the role-playing game with me, we've got to build into it a little bit. You can't just go straight to the buzzer that quickly.
I'm calling the police. Don't you dare come to my house.
What's going on right now? I'm getting the feeling that this isn't just roleplay anymore.
What are you talking about? Roleplay? You know what? I think you've got the wrong number or something. I'm not your wife or whatever. Just leave me alone. I won't call the police if you just stay the hell away from me. I hope you don't know where I live.
Katie, what are you doing right now? It's me. It's your husband, Brandon.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! This guy actually knows my name! I need to call my mom. Someone needs to come help me. I'm in danger.
Katie, what's going on right now? Are you having some sort of weird dementia attack or something? Did you lose your memory?
Just shut up! Who the hell are you? How did you get my number? How do you know who I am? Have you been stalking me? Did you actually think that stupid little lie of yours would work?
What do you mean? What have I been lying about?
Well, you're acting like you're this nice, sincere husband and that you're coming home to your beautiful wife or whatever. It doesn't matter how good your acting skills are. I'm not going to trick my mind into thinking that I have a husband. Why don't you go out there and get a girl the proper way? Why are you using these little mind trick tactics to sneak yourself into my house? They're not going to work, especially on a sharp and inquisitive girl like me.
Hold on a second. Maybe you got a point, because the Katie I know is neither sharp nor inquisitive.
Excuse me? What did you just say?
Well, yeah, my wife Katie is as dumb as a brick. She's a clumsy mess, but it's fine. That's what I like about her.
Hey, what did you just say? How dare you say that about me?
Hold on a second. You're recognizing that you're my wife now.
Wait. I mean, you said my name, so I thought that was about me. I don't know how much you've been stalking me, but you don't know how smart I am. You don't know anything about me. You don't know if I'm dumb or if I'm clumsy.
Okay, Katie. Can we just finish up with the act already? Why are you pretending like you don't know me? It doesn't feel good to be some stranger that's barging into your house or whatever. I'm your beloved husband. I'm here at the shops trying to buy you a meal and some lovely flowers for the home.
It doesn't matter how much you pretend to be a nice guy. A stalker is a stalker. I know you're going to do something dangerous to me.
What do you mean that I'm a stalker? Where is all this coming from anyway? It's creeping me the hell out.
If it's creeping you out that much, just stop messaging me. Stay the hell away from me. Just let me live my life. I'm telling you right now, if you keep this up, I'm calling the police.
Katie, this is so stupid. What are you going to do when you call the police? Have them take me in and show them that we're actually married? I've got our wedding documents and everything.
So now you've even gone so far as to forge documents. This is unbelievable. I've never met this type of stalker before. I used to have a lot of weird creeps when I was younger. They would do all sorts of things, but they were never this smart. They would never create something so intricate. I'm just so scared for my life right now. I need to go around my house and see if I have that old baseball bat of mine.
What do you mean, your old baseball bat? Katie, you've never done baseball your whole life. I've tried many times to invite you out with my friends just for a little chill session. I'm assuming that the baseball bat you're talking about is the one that I have.
What did you just say? You talking about my baseball bat?
I already know it's the red and gold one with Derek Jester's signature on it.
Holy crap! You actually know what's in my house! You've been here, haven't you? You've been sneaking in here! This just gets worse and worse. Just who the hell are you anyway? Why are you trying to scare me like this?
I am seriously getting so confused right now. I can't tell if you're lying. This is actually serious. Did you hit your head or something this morning, Katie?
Look at that. You even know that I ran into the wall as I was using my mobile phone. I was walking along taking a video of my new nails, and I was gonna go send it to Christine. And then my foot caught on the rug and I went head first into the wall. You saw all of that, didn't you? Well, where are you right now? Are you outside? Are you looking through my window?
Katie, this is just the weirdest thing in the world. I didn't see any of that. Also, weren't you the one telling me that you weren't clumsy before?
Just shut up! Stop threatening me! Stop making me scared for my life! I just want to live in peace. I want to feel free to go outside without being in danger. I found my old baseball bat. I'm telling you right now, I know how to use it. I'm not I call these other ditzy girls out here. I know the right end to hold a baseball bat.
Somehow I seriously doubt that. Okay, let's put it to the test then, Katie. Let's assume that you don't know me then. Fine. What did you do yesterday? Tell me that much at least.
Shut up! I'm not giving you any more information. I'm not telling you anything more about me. I don't need to tell you what I did yesterday. All I need to do is tell the police what's going on today.
Okay, fine. You're going to be difficult with me, aren't you? That's okay. Well, I'm going to tell you what happened yesterday, and I want you to confirm if it's true. You and I both woke up in the morning, and I went to the kitchen to make you a coffee. You always like 3 teaspoons of sugar in your coffee. You say it helps you perk up for the day.
Oh my god! You actually watched me in the morning making my coffee. This is so creepy.
I don't want you making your coffee because you don't know how to make it. I'm always the one that has to make it for you. You're going to set the house on fire somehow. I know what type of coffee you like and how you want it to be brewed. After the coffee, we went for a walk out to the park. We do this every Sunday. I go to the outdoor gym and you go to the dog park to play with the animals.
This is crazy. I've never met a stalker of this level. What's he going to tell me next? Maybe he's going to give me a full breakdown of how I take a shower. How many minutes I spend washing my body and how many I spend on my hair.
Come on, this is just ridiculous, Katie.
Well, with the amount of things that you're telling me right now, I wouldn't hesitate to think it's true. You're seriously creeping the hell out of me.
Okay, well, can you just wait until I finish explaining what we did yesterday? I'm not some stalker. I'm your husband. We've had the same type of lifestyle for years now. So obviously, we finished up at the park. You had a good enough time with those dogs. We go to the local cafe that we go to every Sunday. I always order an egg and eggs Benedict. You always order French toast.
What the hell? This is just way too creepy. It's like you know me more than I know me.
I had some errands to run for the rest of the day and you went home. When I came home, you were sleeping. I went to bed. I woke up earlier than you. And then I went off to do the errands that I had to do today. So, what happened between that time, huh? You're telling me that you all of a sudden got some sort of weird memory loss from the time I left you yesterday until now? That's just stupid.
The only thing that's stupid is me listening to your intricate story. I did all those things yesterday.
I know you did. I was right there in front of you doing them with you.
No, you weren't. I was doing them on my own. I'm a lone soldier. I don't have a partner. I enjoy the solitude of being by myself.
Well, isn't that a brave remark coming from you? When we first met, you were as clingy as a child to his mother's leg. You desired companionship like it was a fountain of water and you haven't drunk in years. That's not someone who enjoys solitude. That's someone who craves dependence.
Just shut up! You don't know me at all. I'm just seriously freaking out right now. I feel like I'm going to have a panic attack.
Okay, how about you just calm down? This is nothing to get emotional about. I just want you to see reason. Do I need to send someone over to look at you? Katie, this is just way too bizarre.
Who are you going to send? One of your buddies? I don't want anyone here. That's it. I'm leaving. You can send as many people as you want here. I'm not going to stay here and put myself in danger.
What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to find a place to stay. I'm not going to my parents' house because you probably know where they live too. I'm going to find a hotel and stay there until I feel safe. I want to stay there until you stop messaging me. I want you out of my life.
Katie, I don't understand how you can say all these things. You and I are husband and wife. We've been married for years now. I've even got the documents. Do I have to show you or something?
Just shut up! I'm not going to look at some fake documents that you've created. I know you've planned this. You would have done all sorts of different things.
What are you talking about?
You would have made fake documents and used that new AI technology to make photos of us two together. You would somehow prove that we were a couple to everyone. I can't take any risks now. I just have to get away from you.
Katie, what the hell are you going on about right now? This nonsense has to stop. I'm coming home and I don't want you going anywhere. You and I need to have a talk.
Now you're getting aggressive with me. That's it. I'm packing my stuff now. I'm out of here.
Katie, don't you leave. Just what is going on with you today? Katie! Katie! Hey, Millie, how are you going? It's been a while.
Well. Look what the cat brought in. It's been a while since I've gotten a message from you. It must have been like, 5 years now? What have you been doing ever since you stole my precious worker away from me?
Look, Millie, I've been keeping myself busy. I know you're not happy that we're no longer frequent customers there. That's not to say that we don't miss the place.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't miss it here. So what happened anyway? We made you coffee that you didn't enjoy. You weren't satisfied with the customer service. You can take away little Katie from me, but to stop coming here is a little bit cruel, don't you think?
Look, it's just a circumstance, isn't it? Honestly, I really think you should start putting a bit more effort and turn that little coffee shop of yours into a chain. You've got an amazing little business there. It could really brighten up the neighborhood where we're living now. That's the reason why we're not going there. We had to move house. Your little coffee store is no longer on the way home.
Yeah, well, that just sounds like excuses to me. Enough about the store. What about me? What about my feelings? You guys always put a little smile on my face. That ditzy girlfriend of yours was so hilarious to watch. You trying to keep her under control was funny.
Well, I have to admit, we are quite a combo, aren't we?
You're damn straight you are. I kept telling you guys to make a YouTube channel and show the dynamic between you two. It's the funniest thing in the world. It's way better than that type of work you're into now.
If I had more time in the day, I would definitely give it a go. Unfortunately, I've got a billion things to do and only a couple of seconds in the day to do it. I'm telling you now, with all the things I do, I feel like I go to sleep the moment I wake up. The day goes by so quickly. I haven't had one day that I felt satisfied with myself in ages.
Sure you are. That's no excuse for the fact that you don't come see me anymore. You're not as busy as you're making yourself out to be. You two are well known around these parts. People have their eyes on you. One of my customers said that they saw you at a different cafe 2 days ago. Do you want to tell me what that's about? You like fraternizing with my competitors or something?
Come on, Millie. What do you expect of me? Your cafe is leagues away from the place that we were. You know me and Katie like to go to the dog park and that I like to do my workouts. There's nothing like that in the area where your cafe is. Like I said, just make a chain cafe in a different area and bam! You'll be going to that thing every week. You can trust me on that one.
Yeah, I'm sure I can trust you. I'm going to trust the guy that took my worker away from me.
You're still not bitter about that, are you?
Katie always brought a smile on my face. I mean, sure, she was a clumsy worker and she didn't do anything right. Then again, she was a good talker. She kept good rapport with the customers and always had a good laugh off her. I'm a little bit of a strange type. I like the weird, broken ones. I'm not a fan of the really good workers. I don't think it suits our establishment either. I'd say that we're pretty laid back compared to the other cafes you can find in this city.
No, you definitely are. But it's a very unique atmosphere you have there. A lot of places that sell coffee are mainly for people to relax and unwind. Maybe do a little bit of work on their laptop. That place is a weird, funky, I want to talk to everyone type of atmosphere.
Is that what you think my little establishment is like?
Well, am I wrong about that, Millie?
You are, but I can't really blame you for it, to be honest. Actually, you know what? I can blame you, because if you just came a little bit more often, you would know how things are going here. That's how things were, but not as they are.
Hey, look, I'm sorry. You know what? If it bothers you that much, I'll come in at some point. It would be good to catch up again. Anyway, how's the little place going for you? Business good?
Well, it's not great, and it's not terrible either. It's definitely not what it used to be.
Oh, really? How's it now?
All that awesome, funky attitude that you're talking about is pretty hard to maintain when we don't have a crazy character like Katie there.
Are you serious right now? I thought that atmosphere was something that you craved.
Yeah, it is. If I have the right people.
But if I got workers that are too serious and they just don't know how to joke around and have a little bit of fun. They're all about creating a nice coffee and getting all the tasks done. But there's a little bit more to that when you work here. Are you serious? So you don't have anyone that's kind of a life of the party guy? Not really. I mean, do you remember how Katie used to do her customer service? She always could find some way to serve a customer their coffee and take one little aspect of them and turn that into a conversation. She'd be there talking to the customer for ages. I was tempted to call her back to start making the coffee again. But if she's bringing in the customers, then I just let her do her thing. Now my workers serve the coffee and they don't even look the customer in the eye. They just walk away. I'm telling you now, I could get a robot to do what they're doing. There's no life, no passion in it. Damn, I'm really sorry to hear about that, Millie. I didn't know Katie leaving was going to be that much of a detriment to your business. Well, look, I don't want to get down in the dumps about it. We're still doing fine. We're just not earning as much as we used to. I'm still waiting for that star worker to come along and really hype things up here for me. Anyway, this is the weirdest thing. Why are you messaging me out of the blue like this? I know how much of a little flirt you can be sometimes. Even when you and Katie got married, you still crack onto me a little bit. Hey, come on, that's not true, Millie. You're just taking things the wrong way. I'm not that type of guy. I'm very committed to my girl. Yeah, right. You looked at me up and down. You were doing it right in front of her as she was drinking her coffee. You really have to watch where your eyes are darting. You're making it way too obvious. Look, I think that's some sort of delusion there. That's not the type of guy I am. My days of checking out women and chasing are done. The moment I found Katie, I knew that this was the person I wanted to be with. Yeah, right. I gotta ask, why are you seeing that girl in the first place? I mean, it's quite unique, especially with a guy like you. Yeah, it's just one of those things. You know what type of business I'm involved in, don't you? I meet a lot of very interesting characters. There's a lot of good people. If that's the case, why are you sticking around with good old Katie? I mean, she's a good laugh and everything, but I can imagine her giving you more headaches than laughter. Yeah, well, I can't argue with you there, Millie. That's exactly what's going on. But I don't know. She's just a unique girl. She's immature as hell, but I'm pretty confident she won't be with guys behind my back. I could see myself having a good marriage with her. That's why I decided to tie the knot. Yeah, right. I bet you're just checking out those knockers. You're a pretty simple guy, if I'm being honest. You know what? You're not wrong about that. It's definitely a big bonus. How are things going with you, anyway? I mean, outside of the business. Look at you! I swear you are trying to hit on me right now. I know that any second now you're gonna pull out some old sleazy Brandon line that you are known for. Come on, Millie. I'm just talking shop. I want to know what you've been up to. I miss you. In a non-romantic way. Gosh, you really know how to make a girl blush, don't you? I can almost feel the brunt of Cupid's arrow piercing me in the heart right now. Well, look, I'm sorry to let you down, buddy, but I'm a taken woman. I know you've secretly been on to me for a while now, but I'm off the market. I've got a good man with me. Oh, really? Well, that's great to hear. What's he like? Well, look, we've only been dating recently, but it's been so much fun. He's a really cool, level-headed guy. Sure, I can tell he's a little bit of a playboy, but at least he's fun. I enjoy hanging out with him. Oh, that's nice. What's his name? His name is Kevin. Oh, wow. His name is Kevin, is it? That sounds like the name of a little sweetheart. Well, yeah, he does have his moments every now and then. But here's the thing. It was going really well until lately. He started to get a bit distant with me. Oh, really? What's going on there? Well, I don't know. There's just some days where he's not really into talking to me. He doesn't message me. We used to stay at each other's house. But he's been telling me that he just wants to stay home recently. He doesn't feel like coming over. Does it seem like he's not interested in you? Well, he acts like he's still interested in me, but currently his actions are showing otherwise. Maybe I was wrong about him. Maybe there's a little bit of a honeymoon phase and now he's starting to show his true colors. He's probably not as affectionate as I originally thought he was. Well, that could be a possibility. Being a guy myself, I know that stuff tends to change after a couple of months into the relationship. We get a little bit lazy with that charm of ours. Yeah, you don't need to tell me that for me to know it. I can already tell just by talking with you that you're losing a little bit of that passion for Katie. You want to chase after me instead? Just settle down right now. I'm not like that. I've got more than enough passion for Katie. I'll tell you that. In fact, I've got so much that she doesn't want to receive anymore. She's acting incredibly strange lately. Wow. So it's you and me both, is it? Well, what's going on with that old friend of mine? Well, listen here. You're not gonna believe it, Millie. She's making up this crazy fantasy that her and I aren't married. I'm sorry. What now? Yeah, it all started yesterday. Honestly, I don't know what she's playing at. I told her that I was gonna come home and get some flowers, and then she was messaging me like I was some stalker that she doesn't know. She was trying to tell me that she lives on her own and she doesn't want company. She's trying to pretend that we haven't been married for the past 5 years. It's really strange. Oh, wow. I haven't heard of something like this before. Do you guys have any issues lately? Well, that's just the thing. Everything's been going perfectly. She's getting along with her job and we're having healthy communication and whatnot. Then all of a sudden, out of the blue, she smacks me with that. It's just way too bizarre. There's no build-up to this at all. Well, like I've said, she's an oddball. She likes to play these types of games, doesn't she? But even for someone of her nature, you have to admit that this is quite strange, isn't it? Do you have any idea why she would be doing this? Not in particular. I haven't been talking to her, to be honest. Not to say that I haven't tried. I've spammed her inbox telling her to get to my cafe already. I've been offering her extra perks to work here. I even said that she could take a whole box of donuts home if she really wanted to. It will add a little bit more density to those knockers of hers. I have to say that I'm a really good salesman, but she just won't take the bait. So you have been trying to keep contact with her. That's interesting. What is her response to all the things that you are sending her? Well, she hasn't replied to me with much. All she does is send me funny photos back. Particularly the minions. She's got a bunch of them where they have a variety of different facial expressions. The one I get sent the most is one of them laughing. Pretty childish, if you ask me. Okay, so the communication is very minimal. I don't know who to ask. If I'm being honest, she doesn't have a broad range of friends, does she? You're the closest person to her that I could think of. Look, Brandon, as much of a sleazebag that you are, I really do feel sorry for you. You are a good guy at the end of the day. Let's just hope that Katie is playing a little joke on you. She's probably not serious about anything that's going on lately. I don't know. I'm still waiting for the punchline of this joke, and there's nothing funny about it. I mean, yesterday, she said that she was going to stay in a hotel and she didn't want anything to do with me. When I came home, that's exactly what she did. She was nowhere to be seen. I don't know where she is today either. Anyway, you know what? I'm sorry for taking up your time. You must have a lot of stuff to do with that cafe of yours. I'll let you get back to it. No worries. Anytime. Anything for a former customer of mine. Trust me, if talking to you about your problems is a chance to bring you back here, then I will. You know what? That's actually a good idea. Just invite her to this cafe and a little coffee will wake her up to our senses. We'll see about that, Millie. If she keeps this up, I might have to do that. I don't know what's going to work anyway. See you later. Hey, Katie. Have you calmed down since yesterday? I just got home and I noticed there's a half-eaten pizza on the bench here. It looks like you've been here today. So, how are you feeling? After eating this delicious pepperoni pizza, did you come to your senses?
Oh my god! I can't believe it! The stalker is actually in my house! I got lucky. It's a good thing I left the house when I did. Who knows what would have happened to me if I lingered around there a bit more?
Oh boy. So I guess we're putting up with this little act again, aren't we? Okay, can you just explain to me what's going on right now? This is starting to get on my nerves. I don't know how much longer I can put up with it.
You're still acting like you're my husband or something. What exactly do you want from me anyway? Why can't you harass some other girl? Why do I deserve this? There are plenty of other pretty girls out there. Just leave me alone.
This little act of yours isn't going to work for long. Katie, we were talking the other day, weren't we? You responded quite strangely to the fact that I insulted you and called you clumsy. You gave yourself away at that point. I already know that this is fake, but what I don't know is the reason why. So spit it out already. Why are you doing something like this? You know how busy I am, right? I don't have time for this silly little game with you. If you want to have fun with me, there are other ways we can do it.
Are you actually getting annoyed with me? If you're getting so annoyed with me, stalker, how about you just go away? You can just forget about me. We can forget anything happened.
Well, I'm getting a little bit more than annoyed, to be honest. I'm this close to actually getting angry at you. It sounds like you want to break up or something.
You're not trying to say that you want a divorce or something, are you?
If this keeps up, maybe I do want a divorce.
Oh, if you want a divorce, you better just get it. That's fine with me.
Is that what this is all about? You want to break up with me, don't you, Katie? If that's the case, why don't you just spit it out from the very beginning? What's with this stupid game of you playing victim and I'm a stalker or something? What's your issue with our relationship? I want to hear it. Come home right now so we can talk about it.
No way! I don't want to look at your face again.
Okay. Well, that's sounding a lot like you want to break up, isn't it? You should have just said that from the very start. What exactly were you expecting to happen by pretending that I'm a stalker? I know the gears up there work a little bit differently from everyone else, Katie, but even you have to admit that this was way too bizarre. If you feel a certain way about me, just say it. I'm not some little emotional man that gets upset with every little thing. If you wanted to break up with me, I would listen to you and know the reasons. If they were legitimate, I would have accepted that.
Well, look, how can I say that? Look at how our relationship is at the moment.
What do you mean? There's something stopping you from saying that you want to break up with me?
Of course there is! Everything is going perfect. We got an amazing house. You've got a good job. I've got a job. Everything looks perfect, right? What are people going to think? When I say that we broke up, they're going to ask for a reason why. If I say that I was the one that decided to break up, they would see it as I gave up on the marriage. It's all my fault and you were doing the right thing. I want you to be the one that declares that you want to break up.
Okay. So that's why you were trying to annoy me by pretending I was a stalker. I have to say, Katie, I really want to know the insides of that brain of yours. I mean, you actually thought something like this was going to work, didn't you? If you are just a girlfriend, maybe I would have broken it off a lot earlier than I have. But you're my wife now, and I love you. I'm not going to end a whole marriage over a bit of frustration. You actually started to worry me. I thought I had to get you to a psychiatrist or something. It sounded like you were suffering from some sort of mental condition.
I'm still suffering from some mental condition. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm going crazy.
Okay. Well, can you please elaborate on what you mean by that? Because up until this point, I thought everything has been going fine. What exactly do you have an issue with in regards to our relationship? If we don't sort this out now, we're never gonna repair.
I don't need to tell you the reason why. It's just something that I want to do.
Well, I'm sorry if you don't realize this, Katie, but marriage is a big thing. And there are a lot of consequences. I need to know. And if it's something that I can fix, it would be better for both parties.
I'm just getting so sick of you. It's boring now.
That's the whole reason why you want to end our marriage? Because of boredom?
Of course. Nothing we do is exciting.
Okay, well, what would you like to do? Because we went to a theme park recently, right? We went on the roller coasters and everything. You were having a hell of a time. Do you want to do something more exciting than that? Come on, you know what situation we're in. It's not like we don't have the opportunity to do fun and exciting things. Do you want to go jump out of a helicopter together and parachute down to the earth? Do you want to do some sort of bungee jump? Maybe we can get ourselves into monster trucks and crash them into each other. Like, what do you want to do? What's going to excite you, Katie?
Look, I don't know. It's not about that. So just about you in general. It's not the activities that we do. It's about who you are.
Oh. What's wrong with me? I thought I've always had a good way of having fun. I've always been able to make you laugh, and I've been sincere to you. Yesterday, I was trying to buy you some fresh flowers. The kind that you like. You see, that's me knowing who you are and your taste. No other guy is going to know that. Do you really want to give me up?
Yeah. Look, like, I honestly want to. I'm bored, just like I said before.
Is this something to do with me going to work? Am I not giving you enough attention or something?
Like, yeah. Okay, fine. Let's make that the reason. The reason why I'm bored is that you focus too much on your company. You gotta give more attention to me. I'm meant to be your wife, right? How about you just care about me a little bit more? I'm like a little snowflake. I'm vulnerable. You need to take care of me.
Okay, but I've been doing that, haven't I? I keep us financially secure. I have fun with you when I have the time to do it. I've got you a job at the company, didn't I? You're the girl at the front desk. What's missing in your life, Katie?
Look, I don't know.
Are you kidding me now? That's your answer? You just don't know? That's not good enough for me. You're hiding something from me, Katie. I want to find out right now.
This is so scary. I'm not gonna listen to you. You're just a really mean guy. I'm gonna go back to my little tea party.
I'm sorry. What now?
I'm having a tea party with Snuggles the bear and Holly the unicorn.
Oh my god. You're not actually doing what I think you're doing right now, are you? You're playing with those little dolls of yours again?
Yeah, these guys are my friends. They're way better than you. They don't say mean things to me. They don't judge me. They just let me do whatever. Bye. Now we're gonna have our tea party and you're not invited.
Come on, Katie. You serious right now? We're talking about something very important here. You can't just leave, Katie. Katie! What are you going to do about this half-eaten pizza here? I can't believe this is the woman that I love. She's an absolute kick in the head. How are you doing, honey? Are you enjoying your time without me? You haven't come home yet. What have you been up to?
What do you care about what I'm doing?
Well, it doesn't matter what's happening from this point on. You're still my wife at the end of the day. I need to know what you're up to.
I'm just at home with Snuggles the bear.
Oh, really? And is it just you and that bear?
Well, of course not. I've got the unicorn as well, right? Her name is Holly.
Is that really the only people that are there with you? Do you care to tell me where you are right now, Katie?
What does that matter to you?
Well, it matters to me for two reasons. Reason number one is, like I said before, you're my wife. I need to know what you're up to. We're not divorced yet, and you're making me worried about where you are. Number two is that you still have a job, regardless of what happened between us. I've employed you to work at the front desk. Just because we're having issues in our relationship doesn't mean you get to slack off at work.
Yeah, I know. You want me to sit at that desk and just look at my nails all day?
That's not what I want you to do at all. I want you to do your job.
Okay. But like, what is my job?
It's for you to greet customers and tell them where to go, right?
What am I meant to do when there's no one there? Enjoy myself!
That's not why I employed you in the first place, Katie. You were meant to do a good job there. You promised me that much. I've been looking at you on the cameras. You sit there texting on your phone and looking at your nails all day. There's plenty of other stuff you could do. You need to talk to the manager.
My god! Why do you take it so seriously? We're just a stupid dating company. There's nothing special about us. We create apps that help people link up with each other. Like, big deal. Why is it so important to you?
It's important to me because it's something I built up from the ground and you should be caring about it too. You're the one that wanted a raise so eagerly, didn't you? You wanted to get out of that cafe.
Oh my god. I remember working there. The pay there was so bad. I mean, I do like Millie and everything, but I hate having to do that for the rest of my life.
Okay, so you're telling me that's the only reason why you decided to quit there and start working at my company? You just wanted a little bit more money.
Yeah, pretty much. I didn't think you would be so damn annoying about me looking at my nails. Like, if there's no one there, can you just let me do whatever I want?
You're getting paid for the hour to do actual work. I'm not going to have you sit there and give a bad image to everyone. Not only that, you're my wife at the end of the day, aren't you? Think about the image that you're giving people when the wife of the CEO isn't even taking her job seriously. Not only that, she's sitting at the front for everyone to see.
Fine. Get off my case, will you? I'll talk to that doofus manager when I come in there.
Yeah, I've got some bad news for you, Katie. That's not going to be happening.
Okay. Say what now?
Yep, you're finished. Done. I want you out of there. Don't come back to my company.
Are you kidding me right now? Over some little nail issue? Is that what you're going to make a big fuss about? God, you are just so annoying. How come you can't be like my little Snuggles?
The teddy bear?
Yes! He's so accepting. He always listens to what I say. He doesn't judge me for anything.
Well, don't worry. You can sit at home talking to your teddy bear all the time now. You don't have to deal with me anymore. You don't even get the privilege of staying in my house.
I'm sorry. What house? You don't have a house.
What do you mean, I don't have a house? What do you think the place is that I've been telling you to come back to? That's someone's house, is it not?
Yeah, of course it is. It's my house.
I'm sorry. Did you just say it's your house? Is there some stupid joke you're telling me right now?
What are you talking about? I think you're the one playing jokes right now.
In what world do you think that was your house?
Well, you're the one that married me, right? The fact that you married me and that I'm your wife means I get to choose what I want, and I want that house. I also want that TV. You don't own anything except maybe the barbecue. That thing is just so black and dirty. I can't bring my little Snuggles anywhere near it.
I'm sorry, this is just way too funny. I've never talked to someone this deluded before. I'm gonna make it very clear for you right now, Katie. That's not your home. It wasn't your home before we got married, and it wasn't your home after we got married. I'm the one that has ownership of it.
No, you can't do that. It's mine. Everything's mine.
This is ridiculous. You think just because I married you that it automatically makes it yours?
Of course it is.
Okay. But why would that be the case?
Well, think about it. Why do you think I married you in the first place? You had a bunch of stuff that I wanted. That's how every marriage works. The guy marries the pretty girl, and the pretty girl gets everything. I get the car, I get the house, I get the credit card. All of it is mine.
Okay, but does the law say that this is all yours?
I don't need it to be a law. It's just common sense. So, when we get a divorce, can you get out of my house, please? I'm not letting you take the car either. Snuggles the teddy bear needs something to drive in as well.
I'd hate to pull you up on this one, Katie. I thought this whole obsession with the stuffed animals was a little cute, quirky aspect of you, but you're taking it way too far. You don't actually think these stuffed animals have some sort of conscience, do you? You treat them like they're real human beings that you can communicate with.
How dare you? This is so rude. Of course there's someone that you can have a conversation with. Have you even tried to talk to Snuggles the teddy bear?
No, I haven't.
Exactly. So just keep your mouth shut. You don't know anything. I don't know why you're being so mean to me. I've done nothing wrong. I've always been a beautiful wife for you, haven't I? You said that you would give me anything in the world.
I know I did.
Well, if you haven't forgotten that, then give me everything then. I deserve it.
Give me one reason why you deserve it. Apart from the fact that you're my wife.
Because I just do. I'm pretty and I'm a good person.
Are you actually now?
Yeah, I am. Yeah, I'm just unlucky that I'm married to some mean, selfish guy like you. You actually want to take everything away from me. All of that stuff is mine. You're even trying to fire me from my job. Like, that's so stupid. I haven't done anything wrong.
Are you sure about that? Are you really sure?
Of course I am. I am super duper positive.
You haven't done anything to betray my trust.
Nope. I'm a good person. With a great smile, too.
You're a slimy little cockroach.
What did you just call me?
Yeah, you heard me. A cockroach is what you are. You're a disgusting human being. You can play stupid and innocent all you want. I'm fully aware of what you're doing.
What are you talking about? You're going crazy.
I'm not the crazy one here. It's you. I noticed that you weren't at work. You left your post the other day. What were you doing that time?
Oh my god. Is it so bad for a girl to, like, get a coffee when she's tired? I was working like half the day. I need something to pick me up. You don't know how stressful my job is.
What the hell is that even supposed to mean? I'm the company president. I know everything about my workplace. And normally, your job consists of sitting down and doing nothing. What's so hard about that?
Oh my god. You just, like, don't understand. I get cramps and everything. The screens on the computer tire me out.
Well, if you're getting tired of looking at the screens, maybe you should put your phone away.
Oh my god. No one ever speaks to me this way. You are so rude. What am I meant to do when people message me? Just ignore them? I'm not a mean person like you. I need to respond.
Just enough with the crap now, Katie. I want to know what you've been doing.
I haven't been doing anything. What are you trying to accuse me of?
Well, the other day when you abandoned your post, I had someone look for you.
What did you do?
Yep, that's right. I had them follow you. They were keeping me updated on what you were doing. From what they were reporting, you were walking around with a man. You guys were having a very good time with each other. And not only that, you two were holding hands. Care to explain what was going on here?
Oh my god. This is so creepy. You are a stalker. Not only that, you're like imagining things. I would never do that. I am a good person. I've got a pure soul. You can ask Snuggles the teddy bear. He'll tell you everything.
I'm not going to talk to some damn inanimate animal. You've been cheating on me, Katie. Admit it.
No, I haven't. It's not true. Whoever you got to look for me was lying.
Stop it. Stop it right now, Katie. I've had enough. I don't know why it's had to come to this. I don't know why you couldn't just be the normal wife that you've been up until this point. Everything was going fine. I was a very loving husband. I gave you everything. Now you've gone and backstabbed me this way. How could you?
Shut up. You're just some creepy stalker. You should stay away from me. I don't care how cute you think I am. I don't want to talk to dangerous guys.
Yeah. You know what, Katie? Go on then. Run away. Run away for a second time. But before you do, let me make some things clear. Number 1, don't run back to my house. You're not welcome there anymore.
But that's my house. Get it through your head. You don't own anything. All of that is mine.
Now, the second thing I want to declare. As it happens, I know the man that you were with that day. We confronted him.
What did you just say?
Yep, I know who he is. His name is Kevin, isn't it?
Oh my god. That is just like an intrusion of information. You're not allowed to know that.
Well, too bad. If my wife is up to no good, I want to know exactly what she's been doing and the people she's been doing it with. You two have a lot to answer for. I know that this man is the one that's been dating your old friend Millie. I don't know how you two met, but I'm going to tell her straight away what's going on.
Oh my god. Please don't. Millie is like one of my only human friends. She's the only person that I like. I can't have her hate me.
Well, too bad, Katie. You brought all this on yourself. I don't know why you've done this. I've done everything for you. I've given you a home, I've given you security, and I've done my best to be a good husband. But now you've gone and backstabbed me. Well, you know what? I'm not going to have any mercy with this. I'm going to make sure you suffer.
Hold on, please. Don't do it. Please. Please don't do it. I don't deserve this. I'll give up the idea of divorce if you just let this one slide. Please. Brandon, listen to me. Listen to me, please. Well, how do you like that? You thought you could try to take me down by telling my best friend everything. Well, too bad. I'm a lot smarter than you think. You always like to call me dumb and clumsy. Well, maybe I'm just acting that way. Maybe that's my cover-up. In reality, I'm actually super smart. Did you see all those news articles about your business? How does it feel to be hated by everyone?
You're really trying to do a number on my business, aren't you? Katie, I saw all the headlines. CEO of a popular dating company cheats on his wife using his own application. You even told everyone at my workplace that I was doing things behind your back. A lot of my workers lost respect for me. They gave me their resignations as soon as those headlines popped up.
Well, it looks like my hard work is finally paying off. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. But let me tell you something. It's not too late. I can take down those articles at any time. I can make everyone forget about it if you want. All you have to do is tell Millie that me seeing her boyfriend was a lie.
You've really got a lot of nerve, don't you, Katie? I mean, to think that you would do something like this to me. I thought I was your friend. I thought all those times we were working together, we were close. You actually tried to steal my boyfriend away from me. How could you? Where did you two even meet?
Is that you, Millie? Don't listen to what my husband is saying. He's just lying. Ever since he cheated on me, he's been trying to tell everyone lies. He's trying to make me look like the bad girl. Well, I'm not. I haven't done anything wrong. You know me. I'm so innocent. All I like to do is just play with my teddy bears.
How about you just shut your damn mouth? You can cut the act out. I'm not believing anything you say, Katie. But what I want to know is why? Why did you do this? Surely you would have known that Kevin was my boyfriend. Why did you do it? In fact, Brandon has always been good to you too. It just makes no sense. You're acting so stupid right now.
Can you just leave me alone right now, Millie? You're sounding so much like Brandon and I hate it.
Well, maybe that should tell you something. If everyone's against you right now, you're probably doing something wrong. So why don't you just tell us, huh? What's up?
I don't need to tell you anything. I thought you were my friend, but clearly you're just my enemy. You would rather side with that evil guy, Brandon. You and I aren't friends.
Come on, Katie. You're being so childish right now. You know what? I'm gonna take a venture as to why you're doing this. You know that we found out about your other partners.
What did you just say?
Yeah, that's right. We know what you've been up to. This isn't the first person that you've been cheating with. There's a whole list of guys.
What the? How do you know this?
Hey, I work in a cafe, don't I? If I want information, I can get it. Information flies, you know. When I asked around about you, there were people that knew who you were that had experiences with you.
Just shut up, Millie. You don't know me. You don't know what I've been doing.
Are you sure about that? Because I have everyone's testimony. You've been dating these guys and you've been burning through their credit cards the moment that you're done with them. You just leave them to suffer with the consequences on their own.
That's a lie.
Just shut up, Katie. I know that you've been doing this. The question is, why wouldn't you keep doing it? Why would you actually force a divorce out of Brandon? You may as well tell me. There's no point in trying to hide anything at this point.
Fine. You know why? It's because Kevin told me that he was going to take me away with him.
I am sorry, he said what now?
That's right. He told me that he has some properties in Italy. He's got his own business there. He wants me to move there and support his new life.
That dirty scoundrel! How could he?
So, you know what? I don't care if you and Brandon hate me. Kick me out of that house. Fire me from my job. I'm just going to go to Italy with this awesome new guy.
Not if I have anything to say about it. You won't be doing anything of the sort.
What did you say? Who the hell do you think you are? Millie, you're trying to take away my free will or something?
Well, here's the thing. We've gotten in contact with those guys, and they're pretty mad about you walking out of the picture right when their credit card was no longer usable. You've got a heavy debt to pay back. They're after you. As for my boyfriend, Kevin, you know the type of girl I am. The moment I found out what he's been doing to me, I gave him the dark side of me. Now he knows to never cross me again. He's sitting at home in fear at the moment.
Hey, you can't do that! He has to start a new future with me! We're meant to be moving to Italy! He's gonna give me a new life!
No, he's not. That guy acts cool and has the gift of the gab, but he's nothing special. He's not some rich Italian dude with a bunch of properties in a different country. He just knows how to spin a good tale.
This sucks! I have to pay back those weird creeps just because I use their credit cards to buy some cute clothes? I don't want to do any of that! I hate working! You know what? It's good that I'm married to Brandon. He can sort this out for me! That's why we're married. We're meant to support each other. He's gonna do the right thing and help me out.
I wouldn't be so sure about that if I were you. Brandon was already angry at you for behaving the way you have. But now that we've unraveled this little jar of depravity, he's not going to be the nice, loving husband that you've always known him to be.
Oh my god. Are you kidding me right now? This is all because I used the money to buy some pretty clothes. He should have been happy with that. I look like a stylish girl and it was all for him. Why would he try to punish me for something like this?
You can try and spin it whatever way you want, Katie. But at the end of the day, everyone knows what happened. What you are is an immature, selfish girl. You did this all for yourself. You didn't even care that we were friends. You haven't done one thing for Brandon. He's given you everything. He thought that you were a sweet and innocent soul that wouldn't betray him. Now you've proven him wrong. You're the exact opposite. You're a girl with rocks in her brain that doesn't care for the people around her.
How about you just shut up? I hate when you talk about me that way. I'm a good person. Stop treating me like I'm evil or something.
You just keep telling yourself that. Anyway, Brandon's going to talk to you about what's going to happen to you from this point on. You have a massive debt to pay, and he's not inclined to do it himself.
Come on, Millie. Don't do this to me. Don't subject me to the wrath of my husband. He may be nice and loving on the outside, but he's pure evil on the inside. We're best friends, right? You've got to save me from him. Millie, don't go. Are you there? Please don't leave me here.
Millie was hit hard with a bunch of different financial obligations from that point on, starting with all the credit cards that she used. When word started spreading about all the different guys that she had ripped off, more and more people came forward to claim that they were used by her. It became such a large number of people that I think some of them just followed the money train and blamed her for their misuse of their credit cards. If it were under normal circumstances, I would feel sorry for her. However, there was already a sheer amount of people claiming that she took advantage of them. I think she deserves any extra penalty on top of the original one. Next, we got a divorce. There was no way I was going to support her after she did something like that to me. I honestly put everything I could into her. She was meant to be the one who never betrayed me. We were supposed to have a happy life together. Unfortunately, it seems that even a childish and immature girl has the capability of doing something this evil. I look at the past 5 years of my marriage as a reminder to never make this mistake again. On top of all the debts that she has to pay off already, she also has the articles that she made about my company. Obviously, someone like Katie, who doesn't understand how things work in the world. She doesn't know this, but it's actually a crime to defame a business if the business hasn't been doing anything illegitimate. If she makes up a rumor that's false, she could be charged with a heavy penalty. On top of the massive debt that she has to pay off, She is also subjected to an $80,000 fine charged for defaming my business. She is now working in a massage parlor to pay everything off. She basically lives there. For every minute that she's awake, she's there, rubbing some man as he demands her to call him Snuggles. There's a rumor going around that she's crying as she's doing it. One of the workers at the massage parlor said that she tried to bring her teddy bear in there for some sort of comfort. She was quickly told to bring it back home because it would unnerve the customers. She'll be doing that job until she's a very old woman. But even then, she wouldn't have paid off all her debt. She's going to have to find a different way to make some money before that happens. Her friend Millie is a different story. Knowing what Kevin has done, she has him on a tight leash. She said that it was very early in their relationship, and if he's willing to be a good boy, she might give it a couple of years and she'll forgive him for it. He now does anything that she bids. From what she tells me, he never steps out of line. As for me, I think after an experience like that, I'm done with dating for a while. I'm more focused on my business and hearing the stories of the people who have met through my application. I've changed the direction of my application to helping two people who are really good for each other find each other. I don't want anyone to have a bad match like I did with Katie.
Thanks for watching all the way to the end. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to click the like button and give us your opinion in the comments section below. See you in the next video.